What a few questions. Let's find out what we can about the Nosferatu.
Go ahead.
Tell me about this place.
What, the Warrens? Not much to tell. Just a bunch of us living down here, trying to stay off the radar. It ain't pretty, but it's home. Gary's the big man on campus. He's running the show.
It looks pretty empty, though.
There's more of us than you'd think. They're around, but you won't see too many of the brood down here. But they'll be watching you.
Yes, I've heard them. A few more questions.
Go ahead.
Tell me about what you do.
Me? Like I said, I'm the resident tech head. Keep this place wired to the outside world. Gary wants me to keep it close on the street, and at the same time, I'm supposed to be upgrading the network.
Upgrading what? What were you going to say?
Nothing. Forget about it. Like I said, just some network stuff.
Right. So what do you have to do?
I'm trying to add a few more network hubs in the city so we're covered in case of emergency. But Gary doesn't want anyone leaving until this whole thing with LaCroix blows over. Which basically leaves my freaking cheese hanging in the wind.
Why are you doing this, camera? Maybe I can help.
Yeah, you do that? Man, that would really help me out. I could hook you up along the way, make it worth your while. I got access to all kinds of goodies.
And that'd probably give us and also we could try and use it to get information. Because we're kind of working against LaCroix. I forgot there was a kind of a political element to this with the sewers. The sewers. I'm glad it's over. Okay, what do I need to do?
Well, I need a little time to set things up. Technical details. I'll send an email to your haven and tell you what needs to be done. That's all you need to know for now.
Okay. How did you end up down here?
Me? Before all this, I was a hacker.
Hence tech guy.
Good one, too. There wasn't a system I couldn't crack. Telcos, DOD, you name it. One time, I emailed the president all the nuclear missile activation codes. And the FBI was shitting their pants. But one day I ran across the system. Totally dark. Unbelievable security. I fried 3 laptops trying to bust it. I worked on it for months. Didn't sleep much at all. I'd almost given up. But I caught a lucky break one night and finally broke in.
Oh, what was the network?
It was, Nosferatu database. Not even a really important one either. Which was probably the only reason I cracked it. I dug around for a while, got totally freaked out, and I unplugged. 2 hours later, guess who shows up at my door? Gary. And voila, here I am.
How's life, unlife since then?
Are you kidding? I love this shit. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna win any beauty contests, but I wasn't too good looking before anyway.
Stop it, camera.
Now
Stop it. Behave.
Toys, plus I just happen to get to live forever. Not a bad deal if you ask me.
If you live that long. Thanks for the story. I'm out of here. I think we'll keep perusing the doors, shall we? Nope. You a door? You are a door. Hello.
Bitch, I can't believe she got the cover of Glamourella this month.
Who got the cover of what?
I mean, just look at her. Too fat, big teeth, and her complexion. Does she wash her face with a cheese grater?
I hope not. I'm not sure you should be talking about anyone's complexion. Slow down. Who are we talking about here?
I mean, like anyone ever knew who Tawny Sessions was before I left the scene. She'd still be a fluff girl at Vivisection, making $10 a stiffy if I was still around. Ugh.
Who's Tawny Sessions?
Tawny Sessions is a wannabe face girl with no talent whatsoever and scabby little knees. Do you know she got Model of the Year? Before I got here, she would have had a hard time making the catalog for Jacques Penet.
I'm guessing you're meant to be looking at me. It would be helpful. Who are you, by the way?
Oh, right. You probably don't recognize me with this whole Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing I've got going on. My name is Amalia.
Why do you hate Tawny Sessions so much?
Before this neat little makeover, I used to be a model. I was all over the place. TV, magazines, billboards. I mean, I was hot. Super hot. And I knew it. Which is why Gary decided to invite me into his freaky little family.
A haughty spirit cometh before a fall, and pride cometh before destruction. That kind of thing. So you hate Tawny because she's the next big thing in your... well... this.
Spare me your head shrink bullshit. You've got no idea what I'm going through here. I mean, I can't sit here and let the world think she's better than me. I've got to do something.
Have you tried exfoliating? Should I be rude to her? Have you tried exfoliating? Yeah, let's be a bit sarcastic.
What did you say? Nobody talks that way to me. I'm Amalia. Do you hear me? Amalia!
Come on, I'm just joking. Come on. Let me ask you a few questions.
Sure, whatever.
You know where Gary is?
His room is just down the hall. You might be able to find him in there.
A few more questions.
Sure, whatever.
How did you come to be here?
Nosferatu have a sixth sense of humor. Sometimes they feel that their victims, namely moi in this particular case, have an overabundance of vanity and need to be taught an important life lesson.
So what happened?
Well, I had just won Guy Magazine's The Most Ridiculously Hot Chick in the Known Universe Award. And when I came home after the ceremony, lo and behold, Gary was sitting there on my couch with a martini in his hand. You fill in the blanks.
Right. Have you learned your life lesson then?
Yeah, the lesson is life is a cold-hearted bitch, so now I get to be one too. You get that? You need to write it down.
Right. No, let's not say 3. So you were talking about Tawny Sessions. Are you just gonna kill her?
I don't want to kill her. That's too quick and painless. I want to ruin her name in the business for good. I want to dig up something on her that smells so bad even the tabloids will think twice about printing it.
What's stopping you?
Gary says that everyone has to lay low until this thing with the prince cools down. Until then, I'm stuck here watching the whole world kiss Tawny's big fat ass.
Could I help?
I have some wireless cameras that I need you to set up in her apartment. One in her bedroom, one in her bathroom, and one in her kitchen. I'm sure you'll see good places to hide them once you're there.
What else?
Once the cameras are in place, you'll need to hook them up to the network. Log into her computer using the password Cleopatra. From there, you'll be able to activate the cameras.
What do you think you're gonna see?
Who cares? Sex, drugs, bad hygiene. Everyone gets a little dirty when the door is closed. Tawny's no different, and probably worse than most.
What's in it for me?
Look, I'll definitely make it worth your while if you do it right. But listen, I don't want her dead. I want her to suffer. Get in and get out without her knowing about it. Understand?
Okay, I'll do it.
You will? Great. Here are the cameras. She lives in Hollywood in an apartment building right across from the Lucky Star Motel. I had someone here dig up a spare key to her apartment for me. Take that, too.
Okay. Thanks. I'm guessing that's Tawny and she doesn't like her. Cross out the eyes and everything. What do you actually look like?
Hey!
Okay. I see her point about being horrible and ugly and everything. That door just opened. It... I'm scared. It's Elysium, so I can't fight. So unless the... Gimbal. Gimbal. You... No, it's Amalia. Where am I going? There's a door at the end of the hall. This is not the end of the hall. Maybe it's the other end of the hall. But Gimbal, he was the he was the prosthetics guy, wasn't he? End of the hall. I mean, that's Mitnick's room, isn't it? Right, end of the hall. This is the end of the hall, isn't it? Let's ask them where